All right. We're back. We're back. Good morning.
Good morning. Ooh, I got a really hot mic here.
Yeah, that mic is so hot.
My gain is probably really high. Ed Gain.
Oh, you're good.
Good morning.
Morning. That's fine. There you go.
So
Good morning. Day 2. Day 3? We're in day 3 for us.
Right,
Hot
and
day. Day 2 for normal people.
I got half a headphone on because the main stage is just kicking off.
So so you'll have to say things like they just said X.
Yeah.
Or Y or something like that.
But I got to tell you,
those are just variables. You have to put in the X and Y values.
There's something I think we need to announce. There was another big. We had a lot of announcements, a lot of big news yesterday, right during the day.
Right. Like your birthday.
No, that was 2 days ago.
Well, it was 2 days ago, but we're still celebrating it, right?
But we had the replay, we had the management zones.
It was Brian's birthday.
Okay, but listen, last night there was a really big, huge event. Big thing happened here last night. Adrian's birthday again. We're going here again. I'm trying to go to the biggest news. I'm trying to go to the biggest news of the event so far. Biggest news of the event so far, right?
That's the Perf Bites.
Is that
the Perf Bites birthday?
Paul Stanley, right, is at the Bellagio, and we saw him last night while eating some sushi. And what did he say? He said, "How you doing, everybody? Hey, people!" He kind of sounds like a cat turned into a human. If a cat talked like a human, I think it would sound like Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley,
like a loud cat, cat who screams.
He actually sounds like this.
All right!
Don't hear it.
Toronto!
That's wonderful, Mark.
You feel good!
Oh, it's really quiet.
All right, then listen.
I don't think he's that quiet.
It is really quiet. I don't know why. That's
anyway.
fine.
Yeah.
So that was the big announcement.
We're really loud.
As you would expect of the rock god class, he had a suitably candified ornament attached as he walked around.
Which is probably his wife.
And speaking of big news,
we wouldn't Google that. Paul Stanley of Kiss.
Yes.
Was there.
we've got Alois on stage right now. Byrne introduced him, and the video does not hold the slides.
That'll be all right.
Yeah, that'll be all right. No meta, you're right.
And part of the meta is me eating in your.
So I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we can put that. So,
Okay, so Davis is available for everybody.
Okay, here's the big announcement
free.
right now. Davis is available for everyone for free.
Well, that's a tiny announcement. There's going to be much bigger announcements.
So when we
during the
give
day.
away an Amazon Echo for the story, we have the stories on the end here.
Yeah.
They'll get Davis for free.
Doesn't it look like he's wearing a T-shirt from Lost?
Oh,
like,
yeah. It's like one of the, what do they call the different...
the I Ching
the
kind of...
No, the stations.
Right, but they had those
Different
little I
stations.
Ching kind of symbology going on.
Do you remember
those.
the numbers from Lost?
No, I don't. What the heck were those anyway? Were those seat
one of them
rows?
was
Were those
24,
the seats?
Which was the crossover between that and the show 24, which I also watched at that time.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that.
So, day 2, day 3, sort of. Day 3 if you count the hot day.
Day 3
day 2 if you count just
day 2 for
perform.
normal people.
But I think we're going to count the hot day because we were here and quite a lot of people were here for the hot day.
One of the biggest... what did we hear yesterday? Feedback. People favorite sessions and stuff like that. I heard stuff about Mark Kaplan's. His session, not the main stage, but his session was packed.
Right.
And really, really great stuff posted on Twitter on that one. Which he does. They do education, like passing the bar, Barbary, right? They do preparation for passing the bar, so you can, like, people can study, and so it's an e-learning.
There are a lot of bars in Las Vegas.
No, not. But those are bars you go into, not bars you pass.
Well, that depends. If you're in AA, you probably pass them.
Yeah, very good. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
If you're a teetotaler. Probably not. But, I mean, the bars also serve water, which is very important to stay hydrated.
Well, unless
you're
Mike Larson, who's a teetotaler, but he would probably play at a bar in a band.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good call. Anyway, back to Dynatrace. Remember Dynatrace? What's wrong with your thing? You got
I was just turning the gain
Brian's
down a
trapped
little.
in the meta.
I was turning my gain down a little. Meta man.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have asked me. See, you brought the meta into the conversation.
Yeah, all right, fine. So the announcements yesterday, just if people hadn't picked it up, now we have 5 things: log analytics.
Log analytics.
Somebody
We have
on the hi.
We've got log analytics. We've got replay.
Log analytics, replay,
Manage-
key performance management zones, key performance metrics, which are part of the UEM or expanding what UEM can do when you're evaluating a metric. You have flexibility,
Right, and Paul
and
Stanley.
now we're adding notifications for Amazon Echo and Slack. So you have a whole
It's
native.
part of Davis. Yeah.
I don't know if that's part of Davis.
They just showed the Davis Slack interface.
Okay, so you have a Davis bot in Slack.
Yeah.
Yes.
You could type in "Hey Davis," or
I'm
you could
totally
say "Davis,
doing
what
this.
happened last night?" You type it in. We have that set up in our own Slack as it is now. But that's existed for. Again, I don't know what's available to the community. I know we've set it up for some
why
people.
do I see a YouTube video coming of Davis as Hal?
We should hijack so yesterday we were seeing this YouTube video where Hal is replaced by Alexa or Siri.
Alexa.
By Alexa.
Right.
And of course, Davis is way smarter. Also, an androgynous name.
Davis
Davis could be
could be a last name.
last name or first name, but it could be also not quite as androgynous as Pat
Right. That was a good choice, right?
Well, maybe Davis's first name is Pat. Pat Davis.
or Davis.
Sam.
Sam is pretty good. It could be Samuel. Or
My sister,
somebody
my
else.
sister Sam. Remember that show from
Yeah,
the
that was
early?
good.
That was a good show.
Good show, actually.
All right.
Well written.
So the funny thing is, right? You talk about the whole Alexa thing, but what's really, really interesting with Davis is we have Alice Reitbauer,
Yeah,
Austrian
Austrian.
accent,
Yes.
speaks into Davis, which is Alexa,
Yeah.
and it understands him.
Is there an
So
Austrian version of Davis?
and where I'm going with this is there was the bit with the Hal, that video we saw with Hal talking to Alexa, and it was messing it up. But meanwhile, what we've seen, at least what I've seen from our people using these tools, is that voice recognition is so much better than it was so many years ago
Oh.
that it can hear through an accent.
Remember the first ones, the Dragon dictation
Yes.
was one of the, and it was like that was
It was a
20
nightmare.
years ago,
It's a
maybe.
nightmare.
Yep.
You'd like install it in Windows 3.1, Windows for Workgroups even. XP had Dragon dictation, and it was a heavy install,
Yeah.
and not much processing power. I think all of that stuff
Uh-oh.
in real time benefits
Uh-oh.
VR.
Here we go.
Here's the next thing coming on the main stage that no one can see. By the way, if people want to follow the main stage, they can go to perform.dynatrace.com.
It's going to take you about 15 minutes to get your login,
Get
your
you signed up
link.
and logged in there.
Well,
kinda cool.
Mark, I think one of the things that's tremendously helped natural language processing is something that was at the Consumer Electronics Show this year and last year
Yeah.
with NVIDIA and the artificial intelligence in the cloud and being able to process natural language and pull the patterns out of there. So I just see that as increasing. I mean, heck, I think I saw a development board for NVIDIA that goes in your car, which would have qualified in the Cray class of computers not too long ago.
Right.
And that's air-cooled, embedded system designed to communicate actually to back-end AI
Yeah.
off-site for issues of recognizing street patterns, signs, people, bicycles, other automobiles, but also natural language interface.
Yeah, I agree. And now there's some crazy holodeck. What does this have to do with performance? Just don't want to keep it germane to the conference.
It looks like
No,
it
it's
visualizes
Austrian.
a server on
Austrian,
fire.
not
Is
Jermaine.
that there? Okay, so if we're watching on the
Or
screen,
so
there's
listen,
some kind of
we
a
have-
fire thing.
We have.
This
Was
is
this
an
Christopher
aug-
Cross?
Yes.
Yes. And if you watched Yacht Rock,
Yacht. Yes.
so there's the whole idea: keep the fire, and they are keeping the fire
that's
right
not
now.
good. So this is what they call augmented reality, right?
Yes, and it looks like they're having some technical difficulties, which is
Which
quite
you
a
would
shame.
guess if you're trying to do this.
Yes.
It looks kind of interesting, though.
Well, they're supposed to be seeing their dashboards.
And what we
Virtual
what we
dashboard.
see is
Yes.
the Dynatrace logo appears to be with some pyrotechnics flaming on fire, and there's some people standing around. So it's an early beta. But see, this will make Google Glass.
Okay, looks like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know how they're going to fix this?
What?
How do you fix a problem?
You asked Davis.
Reboot. So it's just, I mean,
Davis, can you reboot the VR machine?
there you go.
Yeah.
So they're either going to switch to replay or they're going to reboot the system.
All right.
But yeah,
Let's talk about the Davis announcement, though. Two
Okay.
key things.
Yes.
I remember last year, some of the sentiment from people hearing about Davis, I mean, literally hearing Davis, were sort of like, yeah, this is cool, but I don't know if I can use it. I don't. Is it
Right.
Does it? What's it going to do for me? X, Y, and Z.
Is it gimmicky?
Is it
what?
gimmicky? But
You
you
know,
added
yeah.
two very practical things. One, just make it available. Just give it away.
Right.
Right.
And in fact, there was a GitHub project for Davis. You could download.
Right, and it'll be growing, and you can do it. But now they're just like the UFO. You can have access to it and buy. They'll make it for you. It turns what starts out as an innovative early idea that you hear at Dynatrace. Just a year later, not only is Davis now available, it looks like a bot,
Right.
notifications, etc., happening, interacting in a bot inside your Slack. Probably also work for HipChat and the other.
Yeah. Well, you can do
mostly
extensions.
Slack
You'd have
is
to
more
get
popular.
extensions into them, but yeah, you can.
But to me, that
it's
makes it
extensible.
more real because I know I live with different customers and my primary teams, internal customers. We all
Right.
have just a huge Slack is huge at our company,
Right.
right? I think we were probably one of the heaviest users of Skype before this, and it was cumbersome because there was lack of persistence, separation, couldn't pull teams. You didn't have a centrally managed contact list, all this stuff. So Slack really changed life for us. And I think Davis plugged into Slack would make Davis and Dynatrace way more accessible to us. What do you guys, to anyone, but I know it will for us.
Well, yeah, I think definitely into Slack. I think the thing about the voice thing is, I'm an older man, and I don't like talking to myself.
Well, you're older than you were last week.
Yeah, well, I do like talking to myself, but only like when I'm like crying in the corner of the room, telling myself it'll be all
I don't know. I
right.
think
Right.
it would be really awkward
But-
shaving in the morning asking for the latest performance report.
But here's the thing:
Yeah,
I don't
that
think
could
so
be.
necessarily, because if you think about, let's go to science fiction movies, right? Right, they're usually decent predictors of the future, and maybe things don't happen right away. But let's look at video phone calling. Let's go back to, we were speaking of HAL, 2001,
Yep.
Space Odyssey, that big bulky thing. And now, like every day, and this has been going on for years now, but like on your phone, you just pull up FaceTime or Skype and
Right.
video phone your family back home or something, right?
Yeah.
Totally commonplace. Another thing that always is in the science fiction world and movies is people talking to computers.
People talking to computers. Star
It's-
Trek for how long?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so is it, it's early.
Did anyone ever notice that was Nurse Chapel's voice? That the
No,
computer
but-
responded with?
Yeah.
Also known as Ray Bradbury's wife.
Yes.
So
I
it
think
was,
that's cool.
it's
Hey, it's
definitely on
working.
the road.
Now
Oh,
they're working.
hey.
They got it.
Whoa. That's really
Just
crazy.
Not to interrupt, but here's basically you combine Davis with these goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it too, right? So this is that augmented or VR.
Okay, so
Go
for
back to
people who
Minority
are not
Report.
Watching the video,
Well, we're
right.
seeing it as augmented
What
reality.
we have is augmented reality. Someone's got some VR goggles on, and essentially they have a floating dashboard in front of them
That they can interact
through
with.
the VR interface that they can interact with, I guess, through Davis, or,
No, they
or
just-
potentially through.
Reach out and touch me.
Yeah.
That wasn't the camp. Reach out and touch someone.
Yes.
Reach out and
What-
touch the virtual dashboard.
Wasn't-
Most
that
dangerous
the-
slogans ever?
Let's not go there.
Reach out and touch someone. Asterisk, unless of course this is against your corporate policy for.
Or if you have permission first.
Yeah, ask for permission, then reach out and touch someone. It was AT&T, wasn't it?
Yes. I think-
And be sure to use the app to record this for future legal.
Yeah, for future.
Yes.
Yes, just in case. Okay, so the flaming thing turned into the globe.
Right. Oh, and you can see, so you're seeing performance from different countries, right? So, I mean, so what we're seeing here, again, if you think about it, and this was what people were in love with. Remember the movie Minority Report?
Yes.
Which was a great Philip K. Dick story, which the
Taking
movie
advantage
kind of
special
ruined the
needs
end.
children and putting them in pools.
Right, and
with
I-
their psychic abilities and then treating them terribly.
Right, I like the ending of the book better than the end of the movie because it was a question of free will, and the movie
That's
went
right.
one way and the book went the other. I think the movie said there was free will. The book said there is no free will. And I kind of like the
Right.
darkness of the book saying, nope, you're trapped, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole
But
thing
it
in
was
the
also
movie...
tearing down this. The thing that was limiting free will was not the technology.
No,
the
no,
ability
no.
to do it. It was Max von Sydow.
He was in the... I don't remember.
He
anyway,
was the evil guy, right?
okay. But you're right.
Right, and
Yes.
it was a man.
Something Wicked this way comes. I want to see that movie again. I love the movie.
It was the man that was. There was
So they were doing all the interfacing with their hands on these virtual screens. And again, if we go back to what did the movie show us?
Yeah.
That people went nuts when they saw that. People were like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna have computers like that in the future, where we're just gonna like." Psh, psh,
Right.
psh, psh. And now, completely early adopters. Right, this is like in its infancy.
Yeah.
But look, there it is. It's kind of
It is
crazy.
where it is.
Now again, yes, it's nifty, it's neat, right?
get that.
I think it would be funny if you walked into your CTO's office and you had goggles on, was pointing at nothing.
Yeah.
But again, this is the beginning. This is the beginning.
What I want to see is a live animated set of pipelines from development going in. Like this is traffic. I get it from an ops perspective.
Well, this is like the Smartscape, yeah.
But I kind of want the dev to ops landscape as well in it, so I can see an actively animated pipeline. I can shut parts of the pipeline off. I can
get the UFO in there.
See, I got to open up and say, hey,
you can walk inside the UFO.
Expand this pipeline, give it more resources so we can get those features done faster. I can identify a process bottleneck in the work that's happening, get it out of the way.
So in all seriousness,
Process
picture the UFO.
Yeah.
And you have the rings of light. So it'll be a larger one. You can walk around it. And when a light turns red, you can go on to open it. The door will open. And inside will be the code that failed or the dashboard, the data that failed your build.
Beautiful.
That would be
beautiful idea. All right, so this is impressive.
It is. It's some crazy technology.
Frightfully impressive. I got to think there are other companies, like who was talking yesterday about being ahead of their time. We mentioned it.
Oh, Joe.
Joe
Hoffman, right.
Same kind of stuff. People have been, like, VR, the Google Glass, all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's really ahead. This is a
And you
little
think
bit
about
ahead of its time. It's ahead of the people and their readiness. Just like Joe's story was like, don't touch my servers because we have a human way of managing these things. Now you're going to have an electronic way, a digital way to manage these things. Not that that's a new message in and of itself, but the way you do it.
Yeah, it's just kind of...
And just like Davis, like this, as Alois is pointing out here, this is, if you're in Dynatrace and the set of APIs, which Klaus was saying, what about APIs? Mm-hmm. And we all had different ways of thinking about this. This is how Dynatrace thinks. What can we do with our APIs? Your point to, you're talking about API extensibility within the platform for Dynatrace's products. So this is what you can do if you have, like, take any... I go to some of the old software that I've worked with and we were screaming to management, can we invest and open the platform, open it up, give us more AIs, give us more flexibility to interact, plug into all the other tools in the ecosystem. Mm-hmm. It was really hard to convince some senior management that was worth investing in.
Yep.
You guys did it from the Ruxit to Dynatrace transition and way forward, open up the platform.
Yeah, but Mark, you were working for a hardware company.
Yeah, we didn't even make the hardware anymore. We just borrowed other people's hardware and put our...
So here's the interesting thing, what they were just showing with that augmented reality, that's you can, if you want to innovate and try to do things with it, you can get in on it now. So here's what I'd like to see with Davis. We talk about...
connect remotely?
No, but you can
from your VR.
Try to set up, and I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about. There's if you're a company that wanted to do that augmented VR and work things out and figure out, you can get in on it.
Yeah.
But here's we're talking about innovations of how to use these things. I just had an idea with Davis, right? So you have the Alexa speaker. People mostly would imagine having a speaker on the conference table. Maybe you walk in the morning meeting.
Yeah.
I want to recreate elementary school. I want to walk into my morning meeting. We'll have a loudspeaker up at the top of the wall.
Right.
And we're like, this is Principal Davis. There were 3 issues last night. Pat, please come to your desk and fix the issue.
And the kids are in trouble?
You forgot to ask everyone to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Depends if it's the original.
Yeah, I like the original.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, now they're... All right, so we're adding in some cool stuff for VR.
Yes.
And some openness.
Davis for everybody.
Davis for everybody, plus Davis integrations.
And again, Davis is not necessarily just talking to it. It could be the Davis plug into Slack, so you're just typing it.
It's a bot, a personality that allows you a different way of accessing.
And think this is why I think it's important too.
Accessibility, that's pretty cool.
And this is why I think it's important too, because we have self-remediation, right? As we were talking yesterday, Joe Hoffman, right? This whole
Right.
idea of self-remediation. It's real now, right? So let's say you're a developer. You work on your projects. You got no alerts last night, so you thought everything was fine.
Right.
Because self-remediation takes care of it. Whatever, a couple servers went down, restarted.
Right.
Or maybe it didn't auto-roll back, but took care of it all. It didn't have to wake you up because the machines are in control. You wake up in the morning, hey Davis, what happened last night? You get your little report. Then you continue on your work. Now, obviously, you can say, something's happened. I'll take a look into them later. It's awesome. It was fixed.
Yeah.
But I didn't get woken up because we had the alerts. We had the thresholds.
Right.
And now I can just go type in my thing and get my little report from Davis in Slack, share it with some other people, copy, paste, bam, done. Nice and easy. I think there's
like
a lot more ways it could be used.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. All right,
I
so
do too.
what are we looking forward to today for the rest of the day? I have a session on continuous performance.
You do, which you cannot see. I don't think that's going to be broadcast,
I think I was
unfortunately.
doing some.
Oh, look, we're seeing some Star Wars shots.
Yeah, I have some stuff in the afternoon. Yeah, life is good. I think everything is going to be fine.
Doesn't that insignia kind of look like the Death Star logo on the T-shirt there?
I don't know.
Death Star logo?
Yeah.
Not really.
Look at Star Wars. You see they have a little Death Star insignia.
Yeah. Now,
Okay.
of course, people are listening to a podcast. They can't.
It's very meta.
It's very meta.
There goes James with meta again. You're taking over my spot, Meta
Don't
James.
do the meta.
How you doing, everybody?
Thank you, Paul Stanley.
How you doing, people?
That's what it is. Not everybody's people.
Yeah.
He says he likes referring to the crowd as
Because he
people.
forgets what city he's in.
Yeah,
Yeah, because someone's like, "Hello, Toronto."
yeah.
Yeah, and then you
Just says people.
Hey,
You just say people. You're safe.
people from whatever, wherever. Anyway, our podcast is not the Paul Stanley Bites or the Pure Stanley.
Pure Stanley.
Pure Stanley. That's not the name.
Paul
of the podcast.
Paul Performance.
Although, Paul, if you
Paul
are
Performance.
in the building and listening,
If you want to get on the mic for old time's sake,
come on down.
Yeah.
We're in the conference center at the Bellagio.
I wonder if he's going to be on stage. Maybe he's going to come on. Maybe he's going to be a celebrity guest on
celebrity
stage.
guest for Dynatrace.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're in the virtual reality, working with dashboards, and then Paul Stanley shows up in your
With fireworks
with
in the
fire,
back.
yeah, exactly.
You
You never know what these guys planned. Are there any KISS fans in the Dynatrace ranks at R&D?
I don't know. I have no idea.
be-
I'm not, I mean,
could
I
be
know.
some-
I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a Kiss fan. I'm a fan of the Kiss culture
All right. Yes.
and all the corniness around it.
Yeah. I
You
think
wear
that's fine.
your kabuki theater.
No,
makeup
none of
in
that. None of that. I
public,
just
or
like.
it's just a private thing?
I like listening to Paul Stanley's rants. I like. You know what? Know what I think is anyway. This is not about Kiss. I do like the fact though that they're like, hey, we're not here to make artistic thinking music. We're here to give you a good time, and we're going to do the best job of giving you a good time when you come see our shows.
Topics that you're interested in, those are the subjects of our songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not like, I'm a big fan of Radiohead, but they're a big downer.
Oh, yeah?
I wonder if he could give us a nice tune on rendering.
A song on rendering.
On rendering.
Yeah.
About how he's up all night with the performance engineers,
Yeah.
can't make it home, working on a rendering problem.
Render gun.
They just can't get it right.
Yeah,
the
that's right.
night goes all the way. Yeah.
So we've been,
Your stuff's screwed up. I think that's the name of the song.
okay. So we got a lot of more exciting.
Fix It Up. That would be the song.
Fix it up. Fix it up.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, oh, oh. See, I can be a singer.
Don't-
Bad one.
Don't optimize prematurely. And I bet you people know you should. Yeah, I'm not going to go there.
What?
Forget it.
Yeah.
right.
Well, there's gonna be a lot more announcements coming today. We
But
will
mostly
be. It's really quiet in the room today because everyone's in the main stage.
Everyone made it to the main stage, which is pretty cool. Only a few people are left here. But yeah,
Talking
so
about AI
more
ops.
sessions.
They're talking about now, so we'll get some news on what that's all about in a
AI
little bit.
ops. We'll come back and talk about AI ops.
We sure will.
Which would be kind of cool. All right. And then tune in the live stream, performed.dynatrace.com.
Yes, please do, people.
And we'll have
And
a
you can
couple
even
other
watch this
interviews
stuff.
coming.
And the beauty about the live stream is they're going to be offline as well.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to go back to them later. So sign up, get into that.
Yeah.
You can watch all the wonderfulness of the main stage action.
Wonderfulness. All right. We'll catch you guys later.
Thank you, everybody.